Hey, so today we're celebrating Björn's 78th birthday, and I wanted to shift focus on something that Björn did way back in time, something that was probably a most crucial moment to lay the foundation for ABBA and change the future of pop music. The year was 1971. Björn and Agneta were just married when Stig had an important offer for Björn. He should become the new house producer for Stig's record company, Polar Music. It was an idyllic summer's day in July, and to talk to Björn, Stig took a boat ride with him out in the middle of a nearby lake. When Stig asked Björn if he wanted to become the new house producer, Björn's answer and decision was most unusual. So before we relive that beautiful moment, it's important to understand why Stig was looking for a new house producer. And unfortunately, that story is a tragic one. Stig had just lost his one and only partner of Polar, his friend with whom he founded the company in 1963, Bengt Bernhag. In fact, Bengt took his own life at the age of 43, exactly on the day when Agneta and Björn got married. He was suffering from an illness and in those final years of his life tried to compensate that pain with alcohol, making things even worse. I'm mentioning this because Bengt Bernhag was important in the entire future of Polar and eventually ABBA. Not only did he launch the label with Stig, but he discovered a band called West Bay Singers, who would become the first band to sign with his new label Polar, a band that would have none other than Björn Ulvaeus and who quickly became known as the Hootenanny Singers. The only photograph I could find of Bengt is this black and white photo in low quality. All that remains are these memories and Bengt's importance in shaping Sweden's legacy in music. And now, it was Björn's time to step in as a record house producer for Stig and Polar. So we're back at that summer's day in 1971 on the lake with Stig and Björn when the offer came. And at this crucial moment in time, Björn would prove his extreme loyalty and courage. I'm gonna read this paragraph from Carl Magnus Palm's excellent book Bright Lights, Dark Shadows, The Real Story of ABBA. "I'd love to come working for you," replied Björn. "But you've got to take on Benny as well. I won't take the job without Benny." Stig cleared his throat. "Well, I really can't afford to hire more than one guy." Björn gazed out over the lake and thought for a second or two. "If we split the salary, will you then take on the two of us?" And that's what Stig did, and so Björn and Benny became the new house producers for Polar Music. That's the moment when Björn would prove his extreme loyalty and courage. Not only did he immediately think of Benny and demand that he will not take the job without him, but he would even give up half of his salary so that it could be the two of them as house producers. Literally, two for the price of one. Benny never forgot Björn's loyalty in that moment and said it was a damned generous gesture on Björn's part. So today we are celebrating 78 years of Björn Ulvaeus, and I want you to share your greetings, memories, whatever you want to share. Do you have memories of meeting Björn or a special favorite of his lyrics? Maybe you even have a favorite solo song or a favorite album from the Hootenanny Singers. We really need to celebrate that band on this channel as well. Let me know in the comments below. Happy birthday to Björn Ulvaeus. Alright, until then, hej då!